Hello. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the show. Just to let you know, first of all, it's Thursday at 12 o'clock. So it isn't Thursday at 12 o'clock. It means you are watching on playback, but you are most welcome. Right, I'm going to give everyone a few minutes to get into the show, and then we are going to show you this absolutely fantastic deal. First of all, I want to say welcome to PFC TV. We have the lovely Kathy from Newmarket Holidays. Welcome, Kathy.
Thank you.
And of course, underneath me here, below me here, we have the boss man. We have the wonderful Daryl from the Solo Holiday Forum by Passion for Cruises.
Hiya,
Right.
Pete. How are you doing? Are you well?
I'm great. Really excited. Folks, we have this amazing safari to talk about. It's absolutely incredible. So if you're watching on YouTube, please, as always, please make sure you subscribe to our channel and please like our video. It really helps. Please feel welcome to say hello. And of course, you can ask Kathy or Daryl any questions. So Daryl, we have Kathy from Newmarket Holidays.
Yeah, so absolutely chuffed to bring Kathy onto our TV show today, Peter. For anybody who doesn't know, Kathy is head of the long haul product team at Newmarket Holidays. So Kathy's got this beautiful job of creating these amazing itineraries and then putting them together for customers to travel all over the world. Now, with that in mind, one of the tours we'll be talking about today, obviously, all the tour we're talking about today is the Victoria Falls on safari in the Victoria Falls. And what's really important to mention on this one, Peter, this tour is usually sold as a mixed group tour, but Newmarket Holidays relationship with ourselves at Passion for Cruises, the number one UK travel agency for solo travelers, is that we now have an exclusive, to-date exclusive solo trip to the Victoria Falls, and you can't book that anywhere else. You can only book that through us via Newmarket Holidays. So we are really chuffed to be bringing this to our TV show today.
Fantastic. And it's bring it basically, because just to introduce this, as you said, this is a wonderful on safari in Victoria Falls, exclusive to PFC members in 2026. So Daryl, please talk us through the highlights first of all.
Yeah, so there's so many highlights on this trip. So you'll set off on a tour of the spectacular Victoria Falls and the surrounding areas. You'll view the falls from above on an optional once-in-a-lifetime helicopter ride. Journey across the Zambezi River during a sunset cruise with a drink in hand. That sounds absolutely bliss. Enjoy a special bomber dinner and traditional performance by firelight. Add an optional morning and evening Zambezi National Park safari to your itinerary. Venture for the day into the Shobe National Park on safari and spot elephants from the morning cruise along the Shobe River. Observe hundreds of vultures feeding at the front of your lodge and experience a guided nature walk.
Wow,
Also,
there's so much as well. So much to talk about. And what's included, Daryl?
Yeah, so this is where it really comes in. It's a 9-night trip in total, 7 nights bed and breakfast accommodation at the Locker Hut. How did you say it, Kathy? Sorry.
Lokutula Lodge.
Yeah, the Locatua Lodges. Excuse my pronunciation there. Plus 2 nights on the aeroplane. 7 breakfasts, 3 lunches, 7 dinners. So you got a lot of food included. You get a tour of Victoria Falls included, a morning safari in the Zambezi National Park, sunset cruise on the Zambezi River, including drinks, morning Shobe River cruise and full day Shobe National Park safari, vulture culture experience at the lodge, a guided nature walk at the lodge lodge's bird hive, morning safari in Zambezi National Park, return flights from the UK to Zimbabwe. Now, just to point them out, they will be with Ethiopian Airlines, so you will be going via Addis Ababa, and then return airport to hotel transfers. And what's great about this, with Newmarket Holidays, you'll be accompanied by a friendly and experienced local representative. Now,
Wow.
Pete, before you do the next bit, this is really important. Before you press that button,
Yeah.
the price for this experience is absolutely such great value. From safari perspective, And remember, this is solo exclusive, okay? So this is only for our solo guests who can book on this one. So everybody will have their own room. The price is absolutely amazing. So can you hit us with the price, please, Pete?
I can't wait.
So yeah, we've got 2 dates, okay? We've got the 30th of September 2026 at 3299 and the 4th of November 2026 at 3299. As I've said, this is solo exclusive. So this is for solos only, and this is only bookable through Passion for Cruises. So if you want to book this trip, these particular dates where they are solo exclusive, you can only book it through Passion for Cruises. All we need today is a deposit of $395 to secure your place. As we said, these are Ethiopian Airways out of Heathrow only. And all you've got to do is give our friendly, award-winning sales team a call on 02920 619 961. That number again, 02920 619 961. And what's really important, Pete, you know this, but Kathy, it's a local rate number in Cardiff. So it's not a premium line. It's just a local rate Cardiff office. So please feel free to give our team a call.
Incredible. And again, if you've got any questions, now's a great opportunity to ask us questions as well. So Kathy, welcome to our show. You've done this incredible safari. You've done this, yeah? So please talk us through the itinerary and paint the picture. Here we go, Kathy.
Thank you for having me, first of all. Yes, I have been, and it's actually one of my favorite places in Africa. I am very close to the destination. I'm contracting myself, and this is by far one of the places that I love the most. So obviously Victoria Falls is not just about the falls. There's so much more there to do. It's surrounded by nature. You've got loads of national parks, and it's actually strategically positioned to easily go and cross the border into Botswana. So it really encompass a lot of safari experiences, as well as the big highlight of it all, which is one of the wonders of the world, Victoria Falls. So on the first day, you will arrive. A very short transfer to the hotel from the airport. Everything is quite close by, and as you reach the lodge, it's actually brilliant because it's slightly outside the town, and it's in wonderful green lush grounds, and it shares the space with sister lodges as well. So the beauty of these holidays is you would have access to all the different restaurants around the lodges, to the swimming pools around, so you can enjoy all the premises really. So at arrival, you will experience one of the restaurants, and you will have a nice light lunch, tapas style, and then you're just gonna have a little bit of a resting time before we include a lovely dinner tonight, again in one of the award-winning restaurants within the 3 lodges surroundings. Everything is walking distances, everywhere is safe, lovely, a very soft game, but it's absolutely gorgeous. On day 3, so the second day in Victoria Falls, well, you would go and tick the box and do an included tour of the falls, which are just simply and truly stunning. Make sure that you have a little raincoat with you, but particularly during the seasons that we've advertised, because it's quite intense water, so you're going to have loads of drizzle from the falls. The history around the falls is incredibly interesting. Obviously, you will have a guided tour of it, so you will learn all about Livingstone and how he discovered the falls and so on. And just after the circuit, which is actually the Victoria Falls is actually a national park in its own right. So there's a circuit, you will do all of it. And after that, I've decided to include a lovely lunch at the Lookout Cafe. The Lookout Cafe it's driving distances, but it actually shows you, it's set up on a lookout point, of course, but it's actually showing you the gorges of the falls. So the views are absolutely stunning, exactly what you're showing, and it's absolutely brilliant to have a lunch, with these sites. You will also enjoy on the same day, if you want. It's an optional helicopter ride. I did it. I took my dad on it, and it was the best thing I've ever done. And if you're lucky, you'll always get a glimpse of the rainbow across the falls. It lasts about, I'd say, 15 minutes or so. It's very safe. It's absolutely the views are stunning, and the beauty of it, you will be able to see some wildlife from above as well. But not only that, you'll be able to see the falls from both sides, just because just a technical fact of the falls is they're shared between Zimbabwe, where Victoria Falls is, and Zambia, where Livingstone Town is as well. So you'll be able to see both sides of the fall. So it's an absolutely brilliant experience. Then we move on to the fourth day, and that's when we're going to start and hunt for, well, not hunt, but look out for, search for a lovely animals. Most of the big fives will be there, and we're going to go into the Zambezi National Park, and we're going to do the first land safari. With luck and patience, there's abundance of wildlife there, but with anything to do with wildlife requires a little bit of patience, and safari games are all about relaxing and going around and really spot the animals, and you can see from elephants to lions to buffalo, if we're lucky, even leopards, and so on. But the beauty of this tour, I think, it gives you a lot of different safari perspective as well. So this is just the start. In the evening of the same day, you're going to be introduced and just really merge into what is the African celebration style, and the rhythm of the djembes and all of that, which is offered in what it's called the Boma dinner, which is something very, very, very traditional. You will be in touch with the cultural side of Zimbabwe, as well as a magnificent barbecued style dinner served with plenty of choices. But it's going to be a fun night. Watch for it.
Amazing.
And then we're going to continue on 5 day. And this is one of the most exciting days. You're going to actually cross the border into Botswana, which is just a jewel of Africa. But the beauty of it is that the Chobe National Park, which is part of Botswana, shares both the River Chobe and the national park. So we are going to explore both of them on this day. So we're going to start off with a little river cruise. So this is looking at the wildlife in a completely different perspective, because not only you're looking at the animals coming to the water, so you're going to see herds of elephant drinking from there. You might see crossing of buffalo along the river, birds, as many as you can wish for. It's absolutely amazing. But then you're actually going to get closer to the wildlife within the water. So crocodiles, hippos, and all of the birds are like playing around the animals there. So it really enhances your safari experience. It really does. And Botswana, it's incredibly famous for bird watching. For anyone out there that loves birding, but also loves photography, this is basically a photographer paradise. So the day then continues always in Chobe, but we're going to explore a little bit of the land of the national park. And goodness me, when I went there, I went around January, March, and I was that's the cub season. So it's when all the newborn comes to life, and it was absolutely brilliant. But the abundance of life that there is in Chobe National Park is just second to none. Lions are very easy to see. Wild dogs, they're not that easy to see. And in South Africa, they're always quite rare. But in Botswana, you've got better chances to see wild dogs as well. So watch that space. And then on day 6, we offer, well, we need to give you time to relax a little bit. And so you can have either the morning at leisure, or you can join another a morning game drive. Just bear in mind that whenever you were talking about morning drives anywhere in Africa, it's usually quite an early start. But it makes your day really worthwhile, because it feels like you're really living it to the most. For those that want to join another game drive, you've got that option. Otherwise, just chill out around the lodge areas and various restaurants, pools, and just wait for your included sunset cruise along the Zambezi River. Now, the Chobe River and the Zambezi River they actually merge right at the borders between the two countries, Botswana and Zimbabwe. So effectively, the Zambezi River is nothing else than the Chobe and the Zambezi just merging. So you're really looking at the same kind of river landscape. So you got again another chance of seeing the wildlife from a different perspective, but with a drink in your hands and with the sunset, which in Africa, it's absolutely stunning. And I always wonder, I asked many times, oh, why is the sky so red in Africa? But it is actually to do with the dust that creates some particles of all the desert areas, and that's what actually creates this really dense red sunset. So every single sunset in Africa is by tradition always enjoyed with a glass in your hand and with like a really zen, relaxing moment. So you can enjoy many of those from the lodge as well, not only from the Zambezi River. And then on the 7th day, we are going to have another optional Zambezi National Park safari. And during the late morning, early afternoon, you can enjoy the vulture culture experience. Now, there is a lot to tell about this, because it's actually part of a conservation project that the lodges of Lokotula are really have embraced, and they have created this hub where the vultures have been reproducing themselves, because they were actually an endangered species. So during this experience, you can also get a little bit of an understanding of what the conservation project is all about. And I think that's something absolutely noble to do, and interesting, and educative as well. And then the rest of the day is at leisure, and then we can enjoy another optional evening Zambezi National Park game drive or safari, whatever you want to call it, which usually comes with a lovely drink while watching sunset in the middle of the bush or the park. And then we're gonna kind of get to the end of our lovely stay at Lokotula, and on day 8 there will be a morning nature walk within the ground of the lodge. So there's going to be a lot of soft games, but a lot to learn about the birds of the areas, but also the plants, the trees. So there is a lot more to nature than just the wildlife that Africa's got to offer. And so there will be a little bit of an insight about all of the the importance of certain plants there. But also we're going to go and discover the bird hide, which is fantastic to then capture some really, really good pictures of birds, because it's basically you're gonna be hiding, but very, very secretly getting quite close to the animals, because they don't see you really. So it's again another photographer kind of little pleasure. And then a lovely farewell dinner will be included tonight as well, and in one of the lovely restaurants of the lodge. And then the next day, it will be time to say goodbye to Zimbabwe, and hopefully, make you wish to go back to Africa. I couldn't stop going back after my first time there, so I can only talk very highly about it.
Kathy, I just want to jump on a plane now. Absolutely. This is bucket list. This is once in a lifetime experience to do it. You've done it. I'm so jealous. Our members, you have a wonderful opportunity to do this, Daryl, because as you said, Daryl, that is a very, very special deal.
The deal's special. There's a couple of notes. You know what I'm like, Pete. I like to listen to our guests and kind of make some notes. So a couple of things just for anybody watching. The helicopter ride is currently at £230. So if anybody wants to know what the cost of the helicopter ride is, it's £230. So that would be on top of the 3299. And if they want to do any of the optional safaris in the evening or in the daytime, they're at 129 at the moment. So they're the prices on that. Couple of things that I just love listening to Kathy now. Obviously, the Victoria Falls Cafe, where you have a lunch and just overlook that to me, you painted that picture superbly, and I would love to do that one day. That just really kind of got my juices flowing. But what also I wanted to point out on that is actually a lot of our guests, when they go on these tours, they like to see how the locals live. So like that, the bomber dinner experience, I think that will be a fantastic addition to a holiday. And then even listening to the history of Livingston as well. I think a lot of people going to that area will want to know more about that. So just to have that attention to detail to the holiday is huge. There's a couple of things I just want to point out quickly, Peter, just for anybody wondering what time of year they want to go. September's bright and clear. Sightings are regular throughout the day and night. Okay. So just in case you're wondering. And then with November, the days are warm. There's ever so slight little bit of drizzle, but that kind of goes away very thick and fast. But what's great about the November time, if you are a bird watcher, then that's a great time to go, because before breakfast, you could see between 30 and 50 species if you're lucky.
Wow, that sounds absolutely incredible. It really does. And that's the number to call, folks. If this is for you and you want to take advantage of this incredible deal and experience what Kathy's experienced, that's the number to call. Daryl, local number.
Yeah, it's a local number again. The price is 3299, deposit 395. We got September 02920 619 961. That telephone number again is 02920 619 961. And Pete, what I am going to tell you, because we have advertised this before Kathy has come on, we've actually got people booked on both dates. So you will not be the only solo if you book today. You will be joining other PFC members. And just to kind of point out one more time, this is exclusive to PFC. You cannot book these two dates anywhere else. And if you want to join other solos, this is the time to jump on and get booked on this incredible safari.
Fantastic. Folks, thank you so much for watching. Well, as you know, we always appreciate all our members. If you are on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel. Please like the video. It does help. Kathy, thank you so much for making your debut on PFC TV with this absolutely incredible bucket list once in a lifetime opportunity for our PFC members. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Daryl, as always, in PFC HQ, always appreciate you from the Solo Holiday Forum by Passion for Cruises. And I also want to say, behind the scenes, a big thank you to CJ, who has put the show together, who's behind the scenes, who's needed if he's needed as well. CJ, looks amazing.
Yeah, what a fantastic trip again, guys. Well done, Daryl. And thank you very much, Kathy, for all that information. It was
Very
wonderful.
welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, folks. Really appreciate you watching. You know the number, local number. Give us a call and get on this wonderful bucket list holiday of a lifetime on safari. Thank you, folks. Bye.
Take care.